Students, in today's class, we are going to discuss the solutions for weekly test 1. I am not at all satisfied with your test performance. So, in this session, I am going to give you small clues and hints whereby you can utilize and solve the problems in a better way. Understand the problem and then proceed, right? The first question in the test, it's very frequently asked question in the chapter 6 because it is only 4 marker, right? Such a kind of question only can be asked for 4 marks. So understand it, and it's very easy to solve even. And I told you while explaining a problem of such a kind, you can use Venn diagram. But when they asked in exam, you have to solve algebraically only. You can check the solutions by using Venn diagram. If you write the direct answers by using Venn diagram, you won't get the full marks because steps are also necessary, right? So let me tell you how you can solve it algebraically, and everyone able to write the data. First of all, you can understand what is given in the question and you are unable to list out the data, right? Now, and moreover, I'll tell you what are all the possible questions can be asked when 3 sets are involved. The first question, let us see, number of students who chose only chemistry. Here the question is all about choosing the subject, and 3 subjects are involved: physics, maths and chemistry. Now the first question is number of students who chose only chemistry. Only chemistry means they didn't choose maths and physics. So எதை அவங்க choose பண்ணலையோ அதோட complement you have to take, and it should be intersection always, right? So since 3 sets are involved here, maths, physics, chemistry, we are bothered only about chemistry, so take the complement of maths and physics and it should be intersection. Then repeatedly here we are going to use certain results, De Morgan's law, distributive law, and one more result which I told in yesterday's session, A minus B. That is very very important, you have to remember. See, A minus B is equals to A intersection B dash, A intersection second set oda complement, which can also be written as A minus A intersection B. Remember this result, repeatedly we will be using this. So A minus B is A intersection B dash, and which can also be written as A minus A intersection B. These things and all can be verified using Venn diagram. Similarly, B minus A will be first set oda complement, A dash intersection B, and this can be written as B minus A intersection B, right? So remember all these things. Now come back to this. So N of M dash intersection P dash intersection C. If M dash intersection P dash, A dash intersection B dash, abina immediately which law will strike your mind? De Morgan's law. What does De Morgan says? M dash intersection P dash is nothing but M union P the whole dash. Okay va? இப்போ இது எப்படி இருக்கு? A dash intersection B. See here, A dash intersection B. A dash intersection B can be written as B minus A. The second set should be written first, minus A. When we are dealing with the difference, the order of the sets is very very important. So first set la complement irundhadna, the second set should be written first. Second set la complement irundhadna, first set should be written first, remember. So here A dash intersection B, so this can be written as B minus A. Since we are dealing with cardinal number, in the ella laws liyum add n of along with that, and the cardinal number we are going to add, that's it. So now here we are going to write, இப்போ இங்கே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் செட் என்னது? M union P is your first set, because அதுக்கு தான் whole dash இருக்கு, A dash. So M union P is your first set and C is your second set. So when you are writing, you have to write second set first. So write N of C minus your first set. What is your first set? N of M union P the whole dash, right? N of M union P the whole dash. Now this can also be written as second set minus intersection of first set and the second set. So N minus C, then minus N of A, which is your A here, M union P, M union P intersection your second set, which is C, right? So if you remember these results, instead of writing this result directly from here to here, you can write, if you remember, b minus a can also be written as a dash intersection b, and this a dash intersection b can also be written as b minus a intersection b. Okay, understood? Here a is m union p the whole dash, intersection c, a is m union p, b is c. Okay, so second set we have written first, minus n of a intersection c, m union p intersection c. இதை பார்த்தோன்னே immediately which law we will apply? Distributive law. So n of c will stand as such. Here n of this can be written as m intersection c union p intersection c. Right? Now this resembles what? N of a union b. N of a union b is n of a plus n of b minus n of a intersection b. That's what our formula, right? What is n of a union b? N of a union b is n of a plus n of b minus n of a intersection b. So here a is m intersection c, b is p intersection c. So which is equals to n of c minus n of a plus, you put brackets here, plus n of p intersection c minus n of m intersection p intersection c. When you find intersection of all the three sets, again c is repeated, so it is enough if you write once. Now you know the values for all these things. See, n of c value is what, which is given in the question, 11 minus n of m intersection c is 5 plus p intersection c is 4 and intersection of all the three is 3. So which is equals to 11 minus 9 minus 3, which is 11 minus 6. What is 11 minus 6? 5. So 5 is your answer. That's how only you have to arrive the answer. I repeat, whatever they asked in the question, that alone you should take as it is, and the remaining two you should take it as its complement, and it should be under intersection. So m dash intersection p dash intersection c, and this can be written m dash intersection p dash using D Morgan's law, which is nothing but m union p the whole dash. Right? Now a dash intersection b, a dash intersection b means b minus a intersection b. Remember, a dash intersection b is can be written as b minus a, and b minus a can be written as b minus a intersection b. So n of c minus a m union p intersection the second set c. Now apply distributive law. After applying distributive law, use a union b formula and then substitute the values. Right? The same way I will show you how we can solve this problem. Now the question is number of students who choose only maths. அப்போ மேக்ஸ் மட்டும்தான் சூஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. அப்போ மேக்ஸ் மட்டும் யூ டேக் இட் அஸ் த செட் அண்ட் த ரிமைனிங் டு டேக் இட்ஸ் காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட். ரைட்? அண்ட் இன்டர்செக்ஷன் ஒன்லி n of m intersection p dash intersection c dash. Now immediately what is the next step? Apply D Morgan's law. A dash intersection b dash is a union b the whole dash. Right? Now it resembles what? n of a intersection b dash. A intersection b dash, I told you the result in the previous question. A intersection b dash, a intersection b dash can be written as a minus a intersection b. So that's what we are going to write here. A intersection b dash is a minus a intersection b. So which is equals to n of a minus n of a intersection b. A is m intersection, b is p union c. Right? n of a intersection b dash is n of a minus n of a intersection b. Again, which is equals to n of m minus, here distributive law, n of m intersection p union m intersection c. I have applied distributive law here, which is equals to n of m minus, again here a union b. N of a union b is n of a, since minus is there, put brackets, n of a plus n of b minus n of a intersection b. Since we have 3 sets, the intersection of all the 3 sets. Now you know the value of all these things. N of m is 15, which is given in the question, minus n of m intersection p is 9, m intersection c is 5, and m intersection p intersection c is 3. So what you will get? 15 minus 5 minus 3 is 2, 9 plus 2 is 11. Now 15 minus 11 is 4. So this how only you have to solve these kinds of problems. Hope you understood. First, whichever subject you are choosing, take that subject as it is and the remaining things complement. This is not only with this problem. Anyhow, you are going to get a question involving 3 sets. The 3 sets can be of any type, subject or games or favorite color or food or whatever data it may be. என்னோட question எப்படி கேட்பாங்க, ஏதாவது ஒன்றுத்தை மட்டும் பாயிண்ட் அவுட் பண்ணுவாங்க, the remaining two they will leave. So such a kind of problem you have to solve in this way. அவங்க எதை கேட்குறாங்களோ அந்த செட்டை அப்படியே எடுத்துக்கணும், கேட்காத ரெண்டுத்தையும் you have to take it as complement. அப்போது அந்த சப்போஸ் உனக்கு மிடில் இருக்கிறது செட்டாக இருக்குது, ஃபஸ்ட்டும் லாஸ்ட்டும் காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட்டாக இருக்குன்னா அப்போ என்ன பண்ணலாம், யூ கேன் ரீசேஞ்ச் அண்ட் பிரிங் த காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் டுகெதர் பிகாஸ் அசோசியேட்டிவ் லா இஸ் ட்ரூ. ரெண்டு காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட்டையும் ஒன்றா வச்சுட்டு யூ கேன் அப்ளை த டி மார்கன்ஸ் லா. ஆஃப்டர் அப்ளைங் டி மார்கன்ஸ் லா, கோ வித் த ரிசல்ட் வாட் ஐ டோல்ட் யூ. a minus b is a intersection b dash, which can also written as a minus a intersection b. அதை யூஸ் பண்ணி you apply the result and then go for distributive law. Distributive law அப்புறம் a union b, then you can arrive at the solution. This is one way of asking question. இதுக்கப்புறம் வேறு என்னென்ன கேட்க முடியும், I'll tell you now. Now look at this question. Number of students who choose physics and chemistry but not maths. First நம்ம பார்த்தது they have told only one subject and remaining 2 subjects they didn't choose. But here they are choosing 2 subjects but not one subject. The procedure is same only. You have to go with n of எது கேட்டிருக்காங்களோ you have to take that set and which they are not willing you have to take its complement. So n of p intersection c intersection m complement because not math but physics and chemistry they are choosing. So m mattu complement, meethi rendu the same set. If you look at this immediately, what result? A intersection b dash. A is your p intersection c. A intersection b dash. A intersection b dash na enna formula we learnt. A intersection b dash is a minus a intersection b. So I am going to write here is n of p intersection c minus n of a intersection b. A vandu p intersection c intersection b another m, right? N of a minus n of a intersection b. Now you got in the wanted first what to say wanted format. இதில் p intersection c ஓட வேல்யூ உனக்கு தெரியும், p intersection c intersection m ஓட வேல்யூ உனக்கு தெரியும். So just substitute and get the answer. What is the n of p intersection c, which is 4 in the question, and this is 3 in the given question. So 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 is your answer. Right? This is only you have to solve the problem. இப்போ இதே மாதிரி if suppose they ask who chose physics and maths but not chemistry, அப்படின்னா எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணுவேன்? ஃபிசிக்ஸையும் மேக்ஸையும் செட்டாக வச்சுட்டு நாட் கெமிஸ்ட்ரினா சிக்கு மட்டும் காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் போடு, அந்த சி காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட்டை தூக்கி அந்த லாஸ்டில் போட்டுட்டு எம் காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட்டை இந்த சைட் கொண்டு வா, தென் அப்ளை டி மார்கன்ஸ் லா. லைக்வைஸ் யூ கேன் ப்ரொசீட். Or else if the question of இப்போ 2 செட்டு சூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, 2 சப்ஜெக்ட் they have chosen and the third subject does not choose, எது சூஸ் பண்ணலையோ அதுக்கு மட்டும் காம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் போட்டு ரிப்பீட்டடாக you apply the results which I told you, you can arrive at the answer. ஸோ ஒரே ஒரு செட் மட்டும் சூஸ் பண்ணாங்கன்னா எப்படி ப்ரொசீஜரும் I have shown you. 2 செட்டு சூஸ் பண்ணி ஒன்று சூஸ் பண்ணலன்னா the procedure I have shown you. Now let me show you if they choose all the 3 subjects what will happen. Now listen, number of students who choose only one of the subjects. ஒரே ஒரு சப்ஜெக்ட் மட்டும்தான் அவங்க சூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் who chose only one of the subjects. Then what is the formula? N of m plus n of p plus n of c minus 2 times எல்லாத்தோட intersections you have to subtract and 3 times intersection of all the 3 sets you have to add. This is a formula which you have to use to find only one of the set. Underline, these are all clue words, only one of the set அப்படி கேட்டாங்கன்னா this is the formula you have to use. So add all the 3 sets, subtract twice the intersection of two sets and add 3 times the intersection of the 3 sets, right? If you substitute the values you will get the answer. The next question, number of students who choose at least one of the 3 subjects. At least one, at least abdin vandale I have told you many times it is nothing but the union. So union of all the 3 sets. So what is the formula for union of all the 3 sets? N of m plus n of p plus n of c, subtract all the intersection of 2 sets and add the intersection of 3 sets. Now can you make out the difference between these two? Number of students who choose only one of the subjects and number of students who choose at least one of the 3 subjects. Enna difference idu renduthukkum? Here they are mentioning on the student ஒரே ஒரு சப்ஜெக்டை தான் சூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கணும், வேறு எதையுமே அவன் சூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கூடாது. பட் ஹியர் அட்லீஸ்ட் மினிமம் ஒரு சப்ஜெக்டையாச்சும் சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கணும். அப்போது ஸ்டூடெண்ட் who have chosen 2 subjects will also fall under this category. Student who have chosen all the 3 subjects will also fall under this category. பட் இங்கே மேக்ஸ் மட்டும் சூஸ் பண்ணுவேன், ப்ளஸ் ஃபிசிக்ஸ் மட்டும் சூஸ் பண்ணுவேன், ப்ளஸ் கெமிஸ்ட்ரி மட்டும் சூஸ் பண்ணுவேன். those 3 numbers only you should add. ரிமைனிங் இன்டர்செக்ஷன் அண்ட் ஆல் யூ ஷுட் நாட் கெட். 2 சப்ஜெக்ட் சூஸ் பண்ணவெல்லாம் இங்கே வரக்கூடாது. Okay, that is the meaning of only one of the subject. And kindly don't register in your mind this subject. Inge subject kadayadu. This method is applicable for any kind of problem related to 3 sets. அங்கே நீ சப்ஜெக்டாக இருக்கலாம், இல்லை கலராக இருக்கலாம், இல்லை ஃபுட்டாக இருக்கலாம். It depends on the question which is asked. The only one of the set, அந்த 3 செட்டில் ஒரே ஒரு செட்டை மட்டும் சூஸ் பண்ணவன் கேட்டாங்கன்னா this is the procedure. At least one of the 3 sets அப்படி கேட்டாங்கன்னா union of all the 3, right? The last question, number of students who chose none of the subject. எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட்டுமே சூஸ் பண்ணலை அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? எதுவுமே இல்லை அப்படின்னா immediately go for complement under intersection. And we know, apply D. Morgan's law, M union P union C the whole dash. What is N of A dash? What is A dash? First of all, complement na enna? Universal set lende we will subtract the set, right? So N of U minus that particular set. Now idukena formula, since we have found out already in the question, we can directly apply the answer, or else go with this formula. M union P union C is nothing but what formula you know, substitute it and get the answer. Hope you understood. இப்போ இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளமில் என்னென்ன பாசிபிலிட்டிஸ் எல்லாமே I explained now. First we saw only one set they have chosen and 2 sets they didn't choose. அப்படின்னா என்ன மெத்தட் I explained. அதுக்கப்புறமா I explained you 2 sets they have chosen and but not one set. அப்படி இருந்தால் how to do it, and only one of the subjects ஒன்று தான் சூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கணும். then I explained. then at least one அப்படின்னா union, எதுவுமே சூஸ் பண்ணல அப்படின்னா complement of all the 3 sets. Now I will explain the same problem using Venn diagram also. The Venn diagram, if you understand it, you can get the answer easily. But don't write the answer directly from the Venn diagram. Kindly understand. நீ வந்து ஆன்சரை செக் பண்ணிக்கலாம், இல்லை ஒரு ஐடியா கிடைச்சிக்கலாம். உனக்கு அந்த வென் டயக்ராம் வரைஞ்சி பார்த்து உனக்கு ஆன்சர் தெரிஞ்சதுன்னா யூ வில் கெட் அன் ஐடியா ஹவு டு ப்ரொசீட். ஓகே, பிகாஸ் த கொஸ்டின் இஸ் நாட் டு ஃபைண்ட் த ஆன்சர் யூஸிங் வென் டயக்ராம். யூஸிங் வென் டயக்ராம் கொடுத்தா மட்டும்தான் யூ ஹாவ் டு கோ வித் த வென் டயக்ராம், ஆர் எல்ஸ் அல்ஜிப்ரிக்கலி ஒன்லி யூ ஹாவ் டு சால்வ். ஓகே, ஸோ வெனெவர் யூ ஹாவ் 3 sets involved, நார்மலி நான் என்ன சொல்லியிருக்கேன், 3 sets வரைஞ்சிக்கோ. எல்லா ஃபஸ்ட்டு எங்கேருந்து ஃபில் பண்ண உன்னோட டேட்டாவை இன்டர்செக்ஷன் ஆஃப் 3 செட்ஸ்லேருந்து ஃபில் பண்ணு. ஸோ ஐ ஹவ் ரிட்டன் 3 ஹியர். இன்டர்செக்ஷன் ஆஃப் 2 sets 9 5 4. ஓகே, தென் M15 P12 C வந்து 11. Enter all the data. Then immediately next step what you should do is keep on subtract the intersection part. இப்போ இந்த மிடில் இருந்து 3 இங்கேருந்து சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணு. ஸோ 9 minus 3 6, 4 minus 3 1, 5 minus 3 2. இப்போ நான் அதை ரவுண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கிறதுலான்னா அதோட ஆக்சுவல் வேல்யூஸ். The number which I have written without circles or its values involving overlapping. The number which I have written inside the circle are the actual values, right? Then move on here. 15 minus, இதிலிருந்து நீ எதெல்லாம் subtract பண்ணும், இந்த 3 values-யுமே you have to subtract. 3 values-னா இதோட actual values. Actual values what we got now? 6, 3, 2. What is 6 plus 3? 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. 15 minus 11 is 4. Now here the same way, from the 12 you have to subtract the actual value here, this and this. If you want to circle 3 also. So 6 plus 3 plus 1. So 9 plus 1 is 10. 12 minus 10 is 2. Similarly here 2 plus 3 plus 1. 5, 6. 11 minus 6 is 5. Now these are all the actual values. Now you can easily get the answer for all the questions which are asked now. The 25 into another, which is the universal set. Now try to answer this. See your first question, the number of students who have chosen maths and physics but not chemistry. Maths and physics but not chemistry அப்படினா intersection of maths and physics, but it should not include chemistry. அப்போ வெறும் 6 மட்டும்தான். அப்போ the answer is 6. And here physics and chemistry but not math அப்படினா physics and chemistry but not math. அப்போ இந்த intersection வரக்கூடாது. physics and chemistry உள்ள மட்டும் இருக்கிற intersection என்னது? 1. 1 is your answer. We solved problem, right? Physics and chemistry but not maths is 1. And now let us find the answer for only maths. Only maths na enna varum na sollirukken, only maths na intersection illama inda region mattum. Only maths ethana per? 4 per. So that is what the answer we got here, 4. Only maths, right? Only physics is 2. Only chemistry is 11. The number of students who chose all the 3 subjects. Now how will you find this? Who have chose only one of the subject. Only one of the subject na maths mattum, physics mattum, chemistry mattum. So you have to add 4 plus 2 plus 5. So 4 plus 2 plus 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. So 11 students who have chosen only one of the subject. Now what answer will you get for this? At least one of the 3 subject will include the union all. At least na minimum da 1 irukano, maximum it can be 3 subjects. So you should add everything. 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus this 1 plus 5. That will give you the answer. What is that? 10, 12, 12 plus 2 14, 14 plus 3 17, 18, 23 is your answer for this. Then number of students who chose none of the subjects. எந்த சப்ஜெக்ட்டுமே சூஸ் பண்ணல அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணுவ? யூனிவர்சல் செட்டில் இருந்து எல்லா சப்ஜெக்டையும் சூஸ் பண்ணவங்களை சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணனா you will get number of students who chose none of the subject. So universal set is 25. எல்லாமே சூஸ் பண்ணவங்க 23 ஆன்சர் நமக்கு கிடைச்சது. So 25 minus 23 is 2. 2 will be the answer for this. Hope you understood. This is how you have to solve a problem of this kind involving 3 sets. All possible questions I have discussed here, how to solve it algebraically and how to check through Venn diagram. Everything I explained. Kindly understand the concept and proceed the problem. Don't blindly give your answers, please. Okay. Now let us see the second problem. It's very easy. I told you whenever you want to prove 2 sets are equal, try to prove either of them are subset of each other. So first start with an element from B. X is an element of B. Then X belongs to A union B. Right? A union B. Ena or set when you find the union, we will list out all the elements, right? So since it's an element of B, அதோட யூனியன்ல இருக்கும். But A union B is same as A union C. Union ஓட definition என்ன? It will belong to A or it will belong to C. If it is there in C, our aim is achieved. X belongs to B, X belongs to C, therefore B will become a subset of C. So we have to bother about this option. If X belongs to A என்ன ஆகும்? If X belongs to A, X B லியும் இருக்கு, A லியும் இருக்கு. அப்ப it will lie in A intersection B. But A intersection B is same as A intersection C, right? அப்போ X belongs to A intersection C. அப்போ என்ன அர்த்தம்? X வந்து C லியும் இருக்கு, right? A லியும் இருக்கு, C லியும் இருக்கு. அப்போ தான் it will lie in intersection. So it belongs to C. We started with the element in B, now it is there in C. Therefore B is a subset of C, right? Similarly, we will prove C is a subset of B. How will you prove? Start with an element in C, the same argument. X belongs to A union C. A union C யும் A union B யும் same ன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So by definition X will belong to A or X will belong to B. If X belongs to B, our aim is achieved because C லையும் இருக்கு B லையும் இருக்கு, therefore C is the subset of B. If not, what happens? Then we are moving on to this. If X belongs to A, then X is there in A and C, therefore it will belong to its intersection. But A intersection C is same as A intersection B, which is given in the question. So this implies X belongs to B. If X belongs to B, X is in C, now it is in B, therefore C is a subset of B. So from 1 and 2 we can arrive a conclusion that both B and C are equal, right? Now listen to the third question. They have given the question in the set builder form. They asked you to write in the roster form. I told you whenever you have a linear equation of this kind, solve it and find what answer are you getting. That number only will lie in the set. That's a very easy question. So 2x plus 11 is 15. Solve for x 2. So answer is 2. இங்கேயும் அதே மாதிரி தான், x square equal to x. Blindly don't write the answer. X square na Nishok has written all the square numbers. You should not write all the square numbers. Understand, x square and x are same. When the square number and the number will be same, only when x is equal to 0 and 1. மீதி எல்லாத்துக்குமே the number and the square won't be same. 0 square will be 0 and 1 square will be 1. For the remaining numbers, it won't be same. If you find it difficult, solve it. X square, bring minus x to other side equal to 0. I have taken x as common. So up x equal to 0, x minus 1 equal to 0. Up x equal to 0 or 1. Right? Appo B வந்து 0, 1. அதே மாதிரி தான் the next subdivision also. You have to solve for W and find what answer are you getting. That will lie inside the set. Right? Next is verify De Morgan's law using Venn diagram. Now class எடுக்கும் போதே I told you De Morgan's law is very very important. A union B the whole dash is A dash intersection B dash, and the presentation is also very very important. Don't give your answers in a clumsy way. I won't correct it hereafter. It should be presented in a neat way. Venn diagrams பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் the intersection part and which part have you shaded, it should be clearly seen. If it's not clearly seen, they won't give marks. Okay, so left hand side I have taken A union B means intersection part nalla vara madri you draw your circles. Say A union B, shade both A and B. Complement means leaving the shaded region, you have to shade the remaining region. And the region shade panikka adu vittittu remaining regions you have to shade. That is called the complement. Then go for right hand side. A dash means leave A and shade the remaining region. A va complete vittittu shade the remaining region. B dash means leave B completely and shade the remaining region. When it is intersection, you have to check which region is commonly shaded in both the things. Which region is commonly shaded? The outer region only. Because when you take A dash, B is shaded. When you take B dash, A is shaded. But the outer region is commonly shaded in both the parts. So that alone you should shade. Right, now if you check, left hand side and right hand side are same. Similarly, you can prove the second De Morgan's law. A intersection B the whole dash is A dash union B dash. Step by step, there is no hurry in completing your problem. First find what is A intersection B, then find what is A intersection B the whole dash, and you have to draw the universal set. Without universal set, that too problem involving complement, if you draw a diagram, it is fully wrong. You should draw the universal set, right? Then A dash B dash union means you have to shade the region which is shaded in A dash as well as the region shaded in B dash. First inga edella shade panirukko that you shaded, then you move on to the region which is shaded in B dash and check both left hand side and right hand side are equal. This is how only you have to present your fourth question. Now let us see how we can solve the fifth problem. Fifth problem is very easy, just a numerical problem. They asked you to verify two things. All the three sets are given. First find what is M union. Whenever they have given the numerical values, you don't want to confuse yourself. Just take left hand side, find the values, then take right hand side, find the values and check whether are you getting same answer. Now what is M union N? Union means you have to write all the elements of N and all the elements of N, and remember repetition is not allowed. You should not repeat any elements. Then after finding M union N, find L minus M union N. What is the difference of two sets? You have to compare the two sets, leave the common elements and write the remaining elements of the first set. So L and M union N you have to compare. L and M union N, if you compare, 3, 4 are the common elements. So what is left out in the L? 1 and 2, because we should see the left out elements in the first set only. Therefore 2 is the answer. Sorry, 1, 3, 4, all the 3 elements are there, only 2 is left out. Similarly, take right hand side, L minus M. Find what is L minus M. How you will find L minus M? Compare L and M, leave the common elements, write the remaining elements of the first set. Similarly, L minus M. Then find the intersection of these two, which is 2. So both the answers are same, hence we proved. Right? Now we will move on to the sixth question. Sixth question, they have given you 3 subdivisions. One by one you have to prove. Whenever they don't give any values and if they ask you to verify, you have to verify it in general case only. First one, you have to prove A is a subset of A union B. First start with an element in A, then obviously it will be in its union. So A is a subset of A union B, that's all. Next statement you have to prove A is a subset of B implies if and only if A union B equal to B, which means both the ways you have to prove. So first let us assume A is a subset of B. If A is a subset of B, we need to prove A union B equal to B. Whenever we want to prove two sets are equal, we will prove either of them are the subset of each other, right? So first we have to prove A union B is a subset of B, then we have to prove B is a subset of A union B. Now we have started with an element in A union B. Then by definition it belongs to A or it belongs to B. If it belongs to B, our aim is achieved. A union B is a subset of B. If it belongs to A, then X belongs to B. How? Because A is a subset of B. Right? Up here we reached our aim, A union B, B. So A union B is a subset of B. The other way. Now we are going to start with an element in B. Initially we started with an element in A union B. Thus we proved A union B is a subset of B. Now we are going to start with an element in B and we are going to prove B is a subset of A union B. Now X belongs to B, automatically X will belong to A union B. Therefore B is a subset of A union B. From 1 and 2 both the sets are equal. Now we proved only one way. We assumed this and we proved this. Now what we are going to do? We are going to assume this and we have to prove this. So we are going to assume A union B equal to B and we have to prove A is a subset of B. Now to prove its subset, what we will do? We will start from an element here. So let X belongs to A. A lerunda automatically it will be there in its union with any other set. It doesn't matter with which set are we going to find union. A la irundale it will be there in A union B. So by definition it belongs to A or it belongs to B, right? Then obviously we reached X belongs to A, X belongs to B. Therefore A is a subset of B. So we proved. So both the ways we proved. Second subdivision over. What is our third subdivision? A intersection B is a subset of A. So we are going to start with an element in A intersection B. Then by definition it belongs to A and it belongs to B. Therefore intersection is a subset of A. That's it. Right? Hope you understood. Now let us see the seventh problem. It's also the direct question. They have given you numericals. You need to find the values. That's it. Yes. So your first question is A dash. A dash means what? Complement of set A. Leaving the elements of A, write the remaining elements of U. Then A dash intersection B dash. When you have things like this, do step by step. No problem in that. So first find what is A dash, B dash, then its intersection means common elements. Then they asked you to prove A union B the whole dash is equals to A dash intersection B dash, which is nothing but your De Morgan's law. So find what is A union B, then its complements, and we found that both are same. That's it. Then your last problem, C and D, two sets are given. They asked you to find C minus D and C intersection. This is just such a easy problem and I found many of you made mistake with this also. Kindly learn it, basic operations on sets, difference and intersection. Difference means compare the two sets and write the remaining elements of the first set. Difference means what? Compare the two set, leave the common elements and write the remaining elements of the first set. Then intersection means common elements. That's it. So in today's session I have discussed the answers for all the problems. which I asked in the weekly test 1. So I want everyone to redo all the problems. Even if you have done it correctly, no problem. Redo all the 8 problems once again and post it in the group before tonight. Alright, I am going to conduct again a test on Tuesday on the same chapter 6. So kindly learn it properly. Alright, thank you students.